Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the hangar at Macomb High School. It's TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Coverage of the Macomb High Bombers and the BPC Spartans. Of course, Bomber basketball brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, and I'm a little giddy tonight because if you've watched very many broadcasts and you heard me talk, the best part of high school basketball is the pep band, and Macomb's pep band is parked right beside us. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Brandon Thomas is alongside. Mallory on the camera tonight, and here comes the pep band. I'm just going to be quiet and let you hear it for just a second because it is that good. I love the pep band. The Macomb Pep Band, one of the best in the area, maybe in the state. They win marching band competitions all the time, and they are rocking the gym here tonight at the hangar. We're here for a rivalry contest, more of a rivalry probably for BPC than it is for Macomb. Macomb, the big school in the area, everybody wants a piece of Macomb. Record's completely different. Macomb's record very good. BPC's not so good this year, Brandon. But anytime the small schools get a chance to take on Macomb, Macomb is going to get the best that they can get from the smaller school. In this case tonight, it's the team right down the road or right across the county, from the center of the county to the northeast portion of the county, BPC. And you know the BPC is going to give them everything they can.
Right. You know, as a Bushnell player, you want to be a player who has the time of your life and the game of your life, because let's not water it down. Macomb is the juggernaut in this area, and hopefully maybe Palm or Beekman ends up stepping up and standing out and having the time of their life, the game of their life, and having a memorable game, saying, hey, I was able to do this against the area juggernaut.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We talked about it, and we'll talk about it again, I'm sure, as we go along. But Macomb comes into these games expecting to win. The pressure is on Macomb, and every time they face one of these smaller schools, the pressure is on Macomb. They're the bigger school by far. They should be able to beat these schools, and at least the other schools in the county, the West Prairies, the BPCs, even the Rushville Industries, the Havanas. Everybody expects them to beat those schools. So BPC, nothing to lose, right? I mean, everybody expects Macomb to win. That makes your life a lot easier. If you lose, everybody expected it. But if you can get a win and you can catch Macomb thinking something else when they come into tonight's game, you never know what might happen.
Right, and we don't discourage confidence, but you still got to come out and play against this smaller team with a record not so great. But, we could be in for a fun game, an entertaining game, as we always hope for.
Pre-game show being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. On game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events. Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. As we have the Booster Club giving recognition to, looks like Bill Corbin and Bill Murdoch, and maybe Pat Osterman down there from MDH, getting honoring their MDHs and everything MDH does for Macomb. Of course, Mark Kessler, the trainer, is from MDH. He's hit every home game, and he is a huge part of keeping Macomb athletes safe, and they send somebody to BPC almost every game, for boys especially. And now it'll be the national anthem. It's going to be played by the Macomb Pep Band, so we'll let Brandon turn his microphone towards him. We'll let you hear tonight's national anthem. There's the national anthem. Now time for the starting lineups tonight. They'll start with BPC. Coach Greg Duncan on the PA tonight. Connor Palm, a junior, one of the starters for BPC tonight. Look for him to shoot some triples. Brock Beekman, he's a slasher. He can shoot the triple also, but he likes to slash. Maybe get some rebounds for BPC. Talon Love, he can shoot the three as well. He needs to be a guy that can help down in the post tonight, though, I would imagine. D. Ruffin, number 15. He is a kid that will get up and down the floor in a hurry. He's very pesty with the basketball and defensively. And a freshman, number 34, Braylon Griffiths, is the final starter. And the lights go down, and it's time for the starting lineup for the Macomb High Bombers.
Yep, and I know Mallory, she can't get the screen because the curtain here, they haven't been lifting it up all the way. I know that from experience.
So the Bombers have the nice new video board. It was donated this year, one at this hangar and one at the original hangar. And they are using it to full effect now. As they're getting some highlights up on the board.
And I think this is really cool how they do have this highlight reel before the starting lineups. You don't see that really anywhere else. So it's really neat to have. I'm sure the people of Macomb and the players really enjoy it and appreciate it. It's something a little different that, like I said, nobody else does.
So the Bombers starting lineup getting ready to be announced right now. Drew Watson, a junior, wears number 1. Isaac Linebaugh, number 3, a junior, one of the starters. The catalyst for this team in many ways, Braden Holthouse, number 12, a senior. He's starting again tonight. Nolan Hogue, a senior. He's one of the starters. He's been a starter all year. Langdon Lambert, a senior, number 25, will be the man in the middle. Not a lot of fouls called in the JV contest. A big win for for Macomb, 50-14. So we'll see if this one stays as clean as that. Brock Beekman and Nolan Hogue getting ready to jump things up at center for the Spartans and Bombers.
And we'll be seeing Mr. Nick Knowles throwing up the tip
Here we go. It's going to be won by Hogue. Watson comes down with it. He gives it to Holthouse, and we are underway. First quarter action is on here at the hangar at Macomb High School. Linebaugh has it for the Bombers as Love comes out to guard him. A little 2-1-2 it looks like here. Holthouse cut to the basket, couldn't get in the ball. Lambert has it, 3 on the way left side. Nolan Hogue, it's well long rebound out to Palm, and Connor Palm takes it up the floor for the Spartans. D. Ruffin with it now as he's going to skip it across to Griffiths. Griffiths up top to Ruffin. And with 7:18 to go, it's the Spartans with the basketball. No score here early in this one from the hangar. It's the Spartans in red going right to left on your screen, and the Bombers wearing their normal white at home going left to right here in the first half. That'll switch, of course, in half number 2. Beekman with it. He gives it to Palm as the Spartans have had it now, Brandon, for quite a while. Just as I say that, they turn it over.
Right.
Lambert comes down with it.
And I was just thinking that, and then the turnover happened. But a decent possession by the Spartans, and then they just couldn't capitalize and execute.
Looks like the Spartans have, now they've switched to a man. They played zone in the first, well, maybe it's still, no, it is man. Linebaugh for 3, just left it short. Hogue saves it in off of Griffiths, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers with 6:29 remaining. Linebaugh wide open again, doesn't take it that time. Over to Hogue. Hogue into the lane. Oh, nice dump pass to Lambert. Back out to Linebaugh. He drives, dumps it down to Lambert. Lambert puts it on the floor, puts it up. No foul call, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
And Lambert got 2 of the Spartans up in there on the fake, and he was able to just go around both of them and get that 2-footer to fall for the Bombers to get the first points of the game.
5:55 to go, 2-0 to score here early in the first quarter. I guess it's still considered early. Griffith's going to do a little floater. It's off, no good. Ruffin's going to find his way in, puts it up, off, no good. He did a good job coming to the ball for the rebound, but couldn't get the shot to fall.
Very well done. Sure made Coach very happy to see that kind of hustle.
Nice pass by Watson to Hogue, and Nolan Hogue gets his first bucket of the night. 4-0 to score. Bombers with the lead over the Spartans here. Talon Love turnaround jumper off, no good. Rebound to Nolan Hogue, and back the other way it goes. Watson on the dribble now for the Bombers. Line ball over to Holthouse, now to Hogue. Everybody's motioning through the lane, gives it off, does Lambert to Holthouse, to Hogue, to Linebaugh, and he's on the dribble now. It's back to a zone. It is a man, I think. It's almost like some of the players are playing zone, some are playing man, to be blatantly honest with you.
That's what I was seeing as well.
It looked like the guards were playing man, but the post was playing zone. That shot was off, no good. Ruffin with it now for BPC. Still 4-0 to score, 4:30 remaining in the first quarter. Nearly halfway through. First shot looked close to going in, didn't fall for Palm on a little floater. Down court it comes to Holthouse, and he'll get his first 2 of the night. I started to say he got his first 2, Brandon. I thought it was going to bounce out for a second.
I thought it was too. A nice look for an open Holthouse by the Bombers.
Holthouse getting out down the floor now. Holthouse with a steal. He's going to go to the rack. Layup up and in. Right hand from the left side. It's 8-0 Bombers. Holthouse the first player to get 2 buckets tonight. Spartans have got some good looks. They just haven't get anything to fall yet. That was an air ball. Now outletted again to Holthouse, and Holthouse gets another layup, and a timeout coming for BPC. Linebaugh gets the buckets, Linebaugh gets the assist to Holthouse, who gets the bucket. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and tell you this game being brought to you tonight by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking. as well as home and agricultural lending. It also has a great trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street in Bushnell or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M, a member FDIC and equal housing lender. And Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in and carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. 3:35 to go in the first quarter. Ruffin with the basketball for BPC. They have yet to score. They trail 10-0 to the Bombers here at Macomb High School. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And now another steal by Holthouse. Griffiths trips. Holthouse gets the easy bucket.
Holthouse now with 8 points, and he's just really working hard. He's finding every opportunity to be open, and he's finding every opportunity to cause a turnover.
Oh, nice dribble move by Ruffin, and he goes into the lane and gets the first points of the game at the 2:58 mark for BPC, but a nice move and a nice layup by D. Ruffin. Macon Allison, who's in the ball game. His aunt and uncle were sitting right down in front of us earlier with his dad, and now they may have went to the other side. I'm not real sure. His dad was over here talking to them. I don't know if they went to the other side. I know his grandma and grandpa were here as well, sitting right here in front of us. I don't see any of them now, so I'm guessing they might have switched to the Bombers' side as Macon out there playing. Monty, his dad, was over as well, as I said. Subs coming in. Ethan McKim comes in for BPC. Also in is Nick Elby, number 23, and Cooper Hobson, number 22 for the Bombers. Watson and Holthouse still out there on the floor for the Bombers. And Watson gets his first bucket of the night with a little turnaround jumper from about 10 feet.
And that's kind of unusual. Watson, he's usually got a point or two or three by now, and that's the first time that he's scored here in tonight's contest.
Well, in his defense, first time he shot the ball as well. There's Love going it up and missing a shot. Elby with the rebound, and they're going to call Braden Holthouse for a charge moving pick. That's the team's first. Holthouse's first. Good thought. It just doesn't, it's not legal.
Yeah, it was a good thought, but whenever I seen it happen, I'm like, that's going to be called. That's got to be called. But, yes, like you said, good thought.
Casey Jones says it looks like they're playing a triangle and two, and you might be right. I'll take a look at that. I couldn't tell the top guy in the triangle is Casey's. You're probably right. I never thought about that, but we'll see if they're still doing it now with the subs they have in the ball game.
Casey Jones, he's the JV coach for the Lewistown Lady Indians.
That was a good point there, as Xander Jones throws it into McKim, who can't finish. Rebound to the Bombers. And I would say you're absolutely right now that I see it. Jones is the top of the triangle. Love and McKim are at the bottom. Griffiths is trailing Holthouse everywhere he goes, and D. Ruffin is on Watson, which may be very reason why they haven't shot much. There's a block shot as Allison went up. Love with the block. Griffiths gets the ball, pushes it back the other way, and, man, how was that not a travel? But Jones, a little floater, off no good. And, man, that was a good shot and a good take. Just would not fall. Left side, three on the way. Good. A sports corner three for Braden Holthouse. He's got 11 points here in the first quarter, 45 seconds remaining. Thanks for pointing that out, Casey. I can't believe I didn't notice that. I didn't notice the triangle top actually staying up there until you pointed it out. There's a jumper by Braylon Griffiths. So he gets his first two of the night from the right elbow. 17-4 is the score, and that's one of the things we talked about or I've been saying here, Brandon, they've had some good looks at the basket. The Spartans just can't get the shots to fall, but if they can get them to fall, this could be a little bit different game, at least moving forward.
Right, and if some of their shots would have fell, we may be looking at a single-digit lead for the Bombers.
Oh, nice pass down to Elby, and it gets called for a travel. He tried to dribble at the last second, but it was too little too late. Beekman and Palm checking back in. Ruffin and Love take a seat. Now we see why, and there's a 3 on the way. Half-court shot off, no good for Beekman. It's the end of the first quarter. 17-4, the Bombers lead the Spartans. You're watching Arm Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And welcome back to the hangar here at Macomb High Schools. The Bombers lead after one quarter of play, 17-4. The Spartans had kind of found their rhythm a little bit, Brandon, there towards the end of the first quarter.
They did. They need just keep on working hard and hoping that the shots fall and continue the defense that they've been doing that had you and I confused, but it didn't have Casey Jones confused.
No, it didn't. This game being brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. There's a shot by Beekman. Might have been partially blocked from behind, and he'll go back to, and then back the other way as Griffiths gets a steal.
Beekman with the 2-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Bombers.
And the Spartans backed Brandon to having the lid on the basket all of a sudden. Lambert with it. So that's what Griffiths is, the top of that triangle, and it is hard. When he's the top, it's hard to tell. Oh, Lambert gets the bucket to fall. An old-fashioned three-point play attempt coming. Ethan McKim, I believe, is going to pick up the foul. It is on Ethan McKim, his first, team's first of the quarter. Lambert, who got the buck coming, misses it off right. It's going to be tracked down by Hobson. That's not Hobson. We'll tell you who it is in a second. Hogue gets the buckets. He's got 4. That's Colin Adams, excuse me. Lambert's got 4 and then missed the free throw. 3 on the way, top of the key by Xander Jones. Rebound by Lambert? Is that Lambert or Adams down there? There's Lambert down there, and then throws it away on a down-court pass by Watson. Ruffin comes in, Griffiths comes out, and that's the first time Griffiths has sat down. Talon Love checking back in as well. Sure if he comes in for McKim, I bet he does. And the Spartans are back to having, all but one of their starters on the floor. As Griffiths comes out, he's replaced by Jones as far as starters go. 6:45 to go in quarter number 2. It's 21-4. Excuse me, I forgot the second bucket there by Hogue. Ruffin has it swiped away by Watson. Watson on the dribble. Palm's going to slow him down. Oh, hesitation dribble, and he left the layup short, but what a hesitation dribble by Drew Watson.
It was like Watson just completely read that for that great steal that he had.
Beekman's first shot off, no good, got his own rebound. Now it's going to go saved in. Good job by Watson. Linebaugh just got taken out and no foul call, but it's going to be Bomber basketball nonetheless with 6:12 to go. Holdhouse checks in. Watson sits down for the first time. Is now coming into the ball game for the Spartans is going to be number 23, Parker Guppy. So it's Guppy, Ruffin, D. Ruffin, Jones, Palm, and Beekman on the floor for BPC. It's Holdhouse, Linebaugh, Adams with the basketball now. Hogue and Lambert on the floor for the Bombers. Lambert forces his way in, misses the easy up, but a rebound and a putback for Holthouse. And he has got 13 points now. Does Braden Holthouse. 5:45 to go in the first half. Pass to Guppy, and he stepped on the inline trying to save it in. And Guppy was going in, and Palm was throwing out. So that's pretty much what happened right there. 5:44 to go. Line ball with it, skips it across to Adams. 3 on the way by Hogue, off no good.
Nice box out by Palm.
And now Ruffin, Parker Guppy that time stopped short. And Ruffin threw it a little farther ahead of him, and now it's going to be another turnover. It's kind of interesting little deal going on as Linebaugh knows Coach Schneider very well. As Coach Schneider and Linebaugh's mom have dated for a long time. So I have to wonder if Isaac doesn't have a little added oomph in this game, trying to give a little something back to Coach Schneider. It's going to stay after the miss and knocked out of bounds by BPC. 5:02 to go. Adams looked into Holthouse, threw it a little late. Beekman to Jones. Jones shot up and in. Xander Jones gets the buckets, his first. Holthouse looking to Adams and tried to throw a no-look pass to Hogue, took it away.
Back-to-back turnovers by the Bombers because of BPC's defense the last 2 times.
Ruffin a step back 3, a Sports Corner 3 for D. Ruffin, and he has 5 points. Spartans trying to even things out a little bit here, trailing still by 14. They had trailed by 19. That was a shot up off by Colin Adams. Goes off of Lambert, out of bounds. It's going to be Hobson, Elby, and number 40, Zarian Penn, checking in. Drew Watson checking back in as well. So it'll be those 4 who came back in with Braden Holthouse on the floor for the Bombers. 4:03 remaining as we approach the halfway point of quarter number 2. It is at the 4-minute mark now. So we're in the back half of the second quarter now. And we're going to call a timeout. BPC, it's a full timeout. BPC has now called 2 timeouts. They called 1 in the first quarter as well. We'll keep it here. This game brought to you by Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding community for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. And Sports Corner at 124. Hopefully we got the game on up there tonight. Macomb's original local sports bar. It's Wednesday, right? No, it's Tuesday. So Wednesday night's the big wing nights. Make sure you get up there and get that. They have Monday night specials as well. They have specials every day. Thursday is steak night. But hop up there and get some of that great food. We're heading up there after we get tore down tonight, as a matter of fact. So 3:56 to go here in the second quarter. The Bombers lead 23-9, but Brandon, the Bombers have went on a little bit of a slow spell here offensively as Ruffin puts a shot up and rolls in and out. Oh, I turned you down there during the break. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
And as you said, the Bombers have went cold, but the Spartans, they kind of heated up here in the second quarter. And that's something good to see as we were talking about pregame. Bushnell-Prairie City being quite a bit smaller, and the record is way different than the Bombers, so it's good to see that they've warmed up some.
Hobson on a nice pass to Nick Elby. As Cooper Hobson gets the assist, but Elby gets the buckets. And that stops a relatively long scoring drought for the Bombers, as it goes in this game anyway. 3:05 remaining. Palm nearly has his pass stolen by Penn. Zarian Penn has really stepped his game up. Now Watson, as Ruffin loses the basketball. Watson slows down. Oh, what a pass to Hobson. Hobson goes underneath the basket, misses the first one. Second one's up, and Talon Love is going to go in and get the foul as he took a huge swipe at Cooper Hobson. It's going to be on Love, his first. Team's second of the quarter. It's actually their second of the game. A couple free throws coming for Cooper Hobson. First one, man, rolls in and out. No luck there for Hobson.
Love had a block in mind that entire time, and then whenever he knew that he fouled, you could just see him hang his head. You can't be hanging your head in a game like this, though. Just keep on working like you are, and you know what? That could end up having greatness end up following.
1 for 2 of the free throws was Hobson. He made the second. It's 26-19. Into the ball game is Reese Reimels for BPC. He wears number 20. He's at the top of the key to 10-foot line now. Throws it over to Palm. Palm's pass into Love, stripped away from Elby. Back to Palm. Beekman with it down low. He spins, tries to go across to Love, and Love was not prepared for a rifle pass, and it went off his hand out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball with 2:23 to go. It's one of those deals where good idea, needed a little more touch on the pass, I think.
Right, it did. Now you just got to battle on defense, and then whenever you get the ball back, end up just redeeming yourself.
Ball knocked away by Beekman from Hobson, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers. So on the floor for the Spartans, it's D. Ruffin, Reese Reimels, Connor Palm, Brock Beekman, and Talon Love. For the Bombers, it's Drew Watson, Nick Elby, Cooper Hobson, Braden Holdhouse. Hobson has it on the block, puts the shot up off, no good. Gets to his own rebound, and Talon Love is going to pick up another foul. That'll be his second. Both of them going to end up in free throws for Cooper Hobson. Team's third. Cooper Hobson's got 1 point. He makes his first one of this trip to the free throw line. Isaac Linebaugh into the ball game. Zarian Penn takes a seat. Second one leaves it short. 2 of 4 from the free throw line for Hobson. Now foul away from the basketball. Might have been called on Holdhouse. We'll see. It is on Holdhouse. Team's first. Holdhouse picks up his second foul.
And Holdhouse comes out of the game. And I'll tell you what, Holdhouse, he's really a workhorse here in tonight's game with 13 points out of the 27 for the Bombers.
Ruffin has to go to the backcourt to get the basketball. Reimels on the dribble, gives it off to Beekman. Beekman around Hogue, who's back in the ball game. That shot goes off of McKim and right through the arms, literally, of Drew Watson. And .120 remaining in the first half. Lambert, he tried to hang long enough to put the shot up as Beekman came across and got a hand in his face, but his feet came down before he could shoot the shot. And it's a turnover.
Exactly, and then after he realized what happened, he kind of had that look like, how did I not hang up in the air more?
or how did they not blow the whistle sooner? Reese Reimels with it. There was Palm with the shot off, no good. Beekman a turnaround jumper on the rebound, left it short. Watson on the dribble. Goes down to Lambert, back to Hobson. His shot's up and in. Cooper Hobson gets his first buckets, not his first points, but it is his first bucket on the assist from Langdon Lambert. 31 seconds remaining in the first half. It's a 20-point lead for the Bombers. Ruffin shot, left it a little short, but a good look. Hogue with the rebound. He pushes it up the other way, 20 seconds. Over to Hobson. Hobson goes around McKim, puts a shot up off, no good. Thrown up again. Lambert with the rebound, gets it back again. Puts it back up, and he's going to be fouled this time with 10.9 seconds left.
I noticed McKim's defense on that. He tried to take a charge. He came and he got set just like he should. And
D. Ruffin's getting called for the foul. He's like, dude, I wasn't even there. What am I getting called for the foul for? But D. Ruffin's going to pick up the foul. It's the team's fourth. And they call it on the floor. Are they shooting or not shooting? What are we doing here? They called it before the shot. They must not have fouled the shooter because the shooter was going back up as soon as he got the ball.
Right.
So it must have been something else away from them. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Line ball across to Lambert. Count it. What a pass and what a bucket by Langdon Lambert. Isaac Linebaugh, great pass. Lambert has 6 points.
I was watching Coach Snyder. He was trying to get the ref to say no basket, and the ref didn't agree with him.
Yeah, that was a great pass and a great putback in a hurry for Lambert. So that'll do it at the end of the first half of play. It's 31-9. Bombers with the lead over BPC. It's very similar score, actually, to what it was in the JV contest. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back right after a halftime interview from our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital.
Oh, welcome back. We're here with Adrian McGregor. Adrian, you're a Macomb guy.
Yes.
So you're living in Macomb, working at MDH.
Yes.
What's your position?
So I'm the Vice President of Clinical and Support Services here at the hospital. I have about 120 employees that roll up my direction through the organizational chart. And probably the easiest way to explain, so I have a great group of department directors that work for me. So areas like radiology and lab and physical therapy and cardiopulmonary services, those are kind of the main areas that roll my way. And then on the support side, pretty much all things with the plant, the facilities, keeping it clean, construction, all of that rolls up in my direction as well. So I never am bored, and I have plenty to do every day. So sometimes it feels like I just need more daylight than I need work. But this is a great organization, and I work with some of the best people in this community, and I'm proud of that. Mostly proud of all that they are and all that they do, and the employees and what they contribute to the organization. We have a great group here.
Well, 2 things that caught my attention in what you mentioned. There's been a lot of construction going on, so you've had a lot to deal with. Maybe we could hit on that. Sure. But I don't know that in any of the times that I've done these interviews that we've talked about keeping the facility clean.
Yes.
I think those are the forgotten heroes of this place, right? Because if any place needs to be clean, it's here.
Yes.
How important and how much effort goes into keeping a hospital clean?
Well, I can tell you a tremendous amount of effort is made at keeping the facility clean. And just to give you an idea of the complexity of that, we have 14,000 visits a year in our emergency department, for instance. Everybody that comes to the emergency department is most likely having a bad moment of their day or could be a game changer for their year or even beyond. And so obviously that high volume, that equates to 40 or 50 patients a day. You got to have a clean place for every patient coming in hour by hour, minute by minute. And so that area just alone has to be kept clean. But then when you expand out to, we have approximately 800,000 square feet that needs to be kept clean throughout the entire hospital.
That's a lot of feet.
We do have a lot of employees engaged in that area. Jimmy Rogers actually oversees that area and then some. And so he has put together a team within our environmental services department to ensure cleanliness within the four walls of the hospital alone, but then also partners with several independent contractors that work on some of our business buildings or our physician buildings in other clinics that we have that aren't even located in Macomb. And so he and I have worked closely together over the past 3 years on this. And it was a struggle during COVID for sure, because you want to ensure that every area is cleaned, not only daily, but at times within every hour, if not more. And so it is a valiant effort. It's so important that Medicare watches for any type of hospital-acquired infection that could be picked up from the hospital. So our job is to stay clean, keep clean, and be even cleaner than mom or grandma would ever want you to have. So
a lot more than washing hands.
It really is, and hand washing is part of that as well. In our infection control department, who would have thought that within healthcare that keeping your hands cleaned every hour, every day, after every and even during patient interactions could be a game changer with preventing further infection. And we watch it very, very closely. And of course, everywhere you go, you see not only sinks and patient care areas, but hand gelling in and throughout that. And so we have to, it's what we do. It's not, oh, wow, that's a lot. It's what you do in healthcare. You have to do it. It takes care of patients. It takes care of practitioners. It is basic and fundamental, but when you do it, the outcomes are pretty clear. You help patient care. You prevent infections from happening that shouldn't have happened. Number one. Number two is your staff stay healthier as well.
Which is key in today's world.
Absolutely.
Well, Adrian, I greatly appreciate you coming and talking. And we just touched on some of the stuff that you deal with on a daily basis. So I'm sure we can talk to you again about some other things.
You bet.
But it was fun talking about the things that people kind of, I think, forget about a little bit, to get left behind. We talk about the doctors and the nurses all the time. We don't talk about the people that keep that
You bet.
stuff rolling. So I appreciate you being here. And
thank you
look
so
forward to talking
much.
to you
It was
soon.
wonderful. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a women's health exam.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Good evening. Welcome back here. It's halftime from the hangar at Macomb High School. Got a couple of special guests from, we're going to call it MSPN.
There you go.
The ESPN of Macomb High School. Leighton and Jackson on with us. It's Leighton Lambert, right?
Yes.
And Jackson Barkley. You're backup quarterback. Are you going to be quarterback next year?
Maybe. No,
Maybe.
he's going to be quarterback next
You're
year.
going to be quarterback next year?
Yep. That's
So
me.
what are you going to do?
I might be like wide receiver or something.
Wide receiver or something. Okay. So tell us what's going on over there on the far side of the floor. You can kind of see it in the upper right part of the screen. ESPN's here tonight. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we were thinking about it. I was with Emmett Beck one day at lunch, and we're like, we should really get this ESPN thing back. And so we all got together today, and so we over there got all dressed up and thought this would be a great idea, and we're having a blast over there.
Are you guys actually calling the game, Jackson, or what are you doing?
So it's Emmett Beck, Leighton Lambert, and Jack Beal all on the front desk, all talking, and then me and Drew Taylor in the back are going to interview players after the game. and do it
Nice.
then.
So are you guys actually recording this thing so you can have it for later?
Yep.
Yeah, on Instagram Live.
Oh, nice.
We got the Macomb student section Instagram. You can go there and check it out on the Macomb student section. We're live. Not right now, but once that third quarter starts, we're going to be back live.
Nice, nice. So any of you guys have the ambition to do this like for fun or as a living, or is this just a one-time thing?
I mean, I would be like more than happy to do it with more games, but I don't know about like professional-wise because I'm not the greatest at it.
I think it'd be pretty fun. I can do baseball games pretty well, but basketball's a little bit harder. You really got to keep up. It's really fast. But football, I think I could do it for football too. Football's kind of more of a slower game until you really get going. But for basketball, it's kind of hard. But I think it's pretty simple. But I think I'd be pretty decent at it if I went professional.
I know a guy could put you to work.
Really?
I do. I'll put you to work. You guys want to do a game or two? I know a guy to hook you up.
All righty.
Maybe. Maybe.
So you got about 45 seconds. What's been your thoughts so far on the game?
Well, I think it's been pretty good. We projected that the Bombers are going to come out on top tonight, and it's looking like it throughout that first half. And Brayton Holthouse has been hot tonight. He's been stealing and getting the rebounds and everything. He's been going crazy tonight. I think he's looking good.
Yep.
Jack?
I see that Bomber defense looking really good out there. I mean, they can hardly get to the paint on us. It's just Nolan Hogue, super long, super tall, and then Langdon Lambert, just like built and strong, and he can do it. He can do the work.
Now, before I let you guys go, because you're both football players and the marching band is out for football season and they play there, how fun is it as a high school athlete to have the marching band playing or the pep band playing at your events?
It's wonderful. I think they are one of the better marching bands.
Oh yeah.
Like they are very good. And I think our whole music program in the high school is very well with Mr. Matsey and Mrs. Butcher and everybody. They do a great job. And it just brings a whole different atmosphere to the game.
It does.
Yeah,
it pumps you up a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's electrifying.
You guys need to get down there and get back to work?
Yep.
Yep, probably.
Okay, we'll let you go.
All right.
Leighton, Jackson, thank you very much, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. See you later.
See you later. Get in touch with me. I'll hook you guys up. All right. Go right, scoot on through there, buddy. As we're underway with the third quarter here. No score yet. We'll tell you the leading scorers of the half as we get Brandon back underneath the headset. Brandon, use this one, bud, if you would. I got to find the mouse. There it is. It is the third quarter. I got to get myself plugged back in so I can hear, too. There's a turnover. Hogue back the other way, and Hogue is going to get – I think he tried to dunk there, Brandon, and it didn't work.
Yep. The ball just came loose a little too soon, and he couldn't connect with the dunk.
So Leighton Lambert and Jackson Barkley here talking to us for a few minutes there at the end of the halftime session. They're over doing a live broadcast on the Bombers Student Section's Instagram page. Great to have them alongside for a few minutes. Maybe get those guys to, as we got a guest camera operator because our camera operator might have taken a nap. Do you want to sit down there? We can have Brandon do it. Are you sure?
I just happened to glance over. I'm like, oh, yeah, we do have a guest.
I didn't even realize she wasn't there. It was moving back and forth, so I wasn't paying attention. Langdon Lambert gets the first bucket of the half for the Bombers. He is up to 8 points. And that's Braden Holthouse with another layup. He's up to 15 points now. School having Jackson and Leighton on for a few minutes there. That ball's knocked out of bounds by the Bombers. I believe is Watson knocked it out of bounds on an inlet pass from Griffiths looking for Talon Love. 5:54 to go. 35-9 is the score. And a steal by Linebaugh to Watson or to Holthouse again, and another layup. Give him 17 points.
Holthouse just really hustling down the floor, to get open. Macomb looking down the floor to find House open to get that easy money 2-point layup.
Saw Eric Hickenbottom at the half, one of my classmates at BPC. Oh, there's an alley-oop to Lambert who couldn't finish. It's going to be saved in by Love to Griffiths. But Eric Hickenbottom, who I went to school with, the class of 92 at BPC, his nephew is Isaac, who just got the block right there. And, oh, man, I don't know about that one. Isaac Linebaugh is going to pick up the foul.
I think the lower body ended up connecting, and that's what official Nick Knowles ended up seeing and making the call.
He is not dressed tonight that I see, Jessica. I don't know where Malachi is. He is not dressed, though. So I'm not sure what's going on with Malachi. Foul on Linebaugh, as we said. It's his first. Both free throws no good for Ruffin. Ruffin gets the bucket there. 4:50 to go. Ruffin's the leading scorer for the Spartans. In fact, he's the only Spartan with more than one basket. He's got 7 points, and then Hogue throws Macon Allison as Hogue threw it to a guy as tall as him, and Macon Allison's not quite as tall as him.
But Allison did make a nice cut, and good thought, good effort. Just the pass got away.
4:35 left in the third quarter. Talon Love is blocked by Nolan Hogue, and Isaac Linebaugh bring it up the floor for BPC. And Isaac Linebaugh and Ruffin have been battling it out, and they are doing it continuously here. Colin Adams spins one around, and it won't fall. So both Watson and Holdhouse are off the floor for the Bombers. Griffiths for three, right wing, left it just short. It was dead on, but about a ball length short.
Yep, it was. And, I mean, nice effort. He had a nice look, and it looked good from here. And then, like you said, just short.
Pump fake and knocked away, and then Hogue tries to throw it to Allison, who had went back up to. And now Elby and Hobson check in. Hogue and Lambert sit down with 3:41 to go here in the third quarter. It's 37-11. I guess I missed putting the bucket up for Ruffin there. Griffiths to Ruffin. Ruffin's shot off, no good. Rebound to Macon Allison, and then he gets ran over by Talon Love. It was not on purpose, but Macon just kind of stepped out in front of him, and Talon Love is going to pick up the foul.
There on that last possession that the Spartans had, seen Love make two nice screens, and it made me think of something. We haven't seen an illegal screen here tonight, and I was talking to somebody last night about illegal screens. They said that they hadn't seen many this year. I go, this year's been the most that I've seen in a long time called on illegal screens.
Yeah, there have been a lot of illegal screens, that's for sure. And the Bombers throw it away again, out of bounds. It'll be possession back to.
And great work by the principal again. We was talking about in the JV, no, is that the principal?
No, that's baseball coach, I think. Coach Lambert over there. Can't tell. It's too far away. I'm too blind.
Well, it looked like the principal until he turned around.
There is Griffiths for a Sports Corner three. Braylon Griffiths gets the bucket. That's his second bucket of the night. He's got 5 points. 23-point game with 2:36 to go here in quarter number three. Linebaugh. Three, top of the key. by Adams, off no good. Linebaugh with a rebound and the putback. It's off no good. Griffith's going to outlet it to Beekman. Beekman puts it up and in. Brock Beekman gets his first bucket of the night. Down to a 21-point lead now. Elby to Hobson as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Down to Adams. Turnaround, one-hander. Good for Colin Adams. That's a nice-looking little shot. That's the first two of the night for Colin Adams. Linebaugh is going to foul Beekman. That's the second for Linebaugh here in the half, or actually in the quarter. And Beekman at the free throw line shooting a couple free throws now. First one he left short. .134 remaining. Reese Reimold's checking back into the game for the Spartans. Braylon Griffiths takes a seat. Second one for Beekman is good. Ryan Adler checks in. Beekman takes a seat for the Spartans. 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Macon Allison off to Adams. Linebaugh drives. He got hammered by Jones from behind and left the shot off to the left, but that looked like a whole lot of contact there on Linebaugh.
I agree.
McKim muscling it up and putting it up off no good. Ball's going to bounce around. It's Reese Reimold's jump ball, possession to BPC. 55.3 seconds left. Three on the way by Adler, off no good. Linebaugh with 46 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's a 22-point game. Adams to Hobson. Linebaugh to Allison. To Elby on the far side. Back up top, Hobson. He's going to drive. He's going to get a good look at the basket. Layup up and in for Cooper Hobson. Cooper Hobson has 6 points now. 2 for 4 from the free throw line and a couple buckets. Oh, nice pass looking down to Love. Overthrown, though, stolen away by Adams. Allison has it swiped, picked up by Elby. He puts his shot up off no good, but he's fouled with 3.4 seconds remaining, and it's going to be on Ethan McKim. Ethan McKim is going to pick up his second.
McKim was thinking about taking a charge, and then there at the last second, he ended up deciding that he wanted to try for the block, and he ended up getting caught with a foul.
Elby has 2 points, left that free throw short. He'll stay there at 2. Left that one exactly the same spot. Left them both identically short. And about got a cheerleader right there. The end of the third quarter comes. It's 41-17. We'll keep it here and tell you this game being brought to you tonight by Ron Elby Auto Sales. With locations in Macomb and Augusta, and with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb, on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronelby.com to check out their inventory. And, of course, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-3700 2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. So we'll tell you the end of the third quarter has come. It's the Bombers up by 24. So no running clock as of yet as we get ready to go with the fourth quarter here. Brandon, at this point, the Bombers probably have this one, they feel like pretty much solidified, but the Spartans have to feel like they need to make some sort of a positive progression here in this quarter. What do you expect?
Right, and like you said, Bombers, they probably think that they've got this wrapped up, but the Spartans, they need to take advantage of that thought and need to just work as hard as they possibly can, and they still need to find that person to stand out. Like right now, I mean, it could be Love or 15 Ruffin.
Guppy got it saved in from Adler. It is Zarian Penn, and it's also Jerron Petty in the ball game for the Bombers, along with Linebaugh, Hobson, and Elby. As we're underway here in the fourth quarter, 7:10 remaining. There's Petty, gives it off to Elby, right side to Linebaugh. For BPC, as Linebaugh drives, kicks it back out to Hobson. It's McKim, Reimolds, Zarian Penn with the bucket.
Penn saw the wide opening, and he took advantage of it and got that 2-point layup very easily.
Zarian Penn's a kid that has gotten much better in the last year or so. There's Adler's runner is good. Brian Adler gets a bucket for the Spartans, his first 2 of the night. 6:33 remaining. Linebaugh harassed by Jones. Elby. Penn. His pass can be knocked away by Reese Reimolds. Be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers, though. Checking in for the Bombers, number 42, Isaac House, replacing Isaac Linebaugh. Isaac's switching places there. 6:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Petty with it for the Bombers. Penn with it now on the dribble. He's got another nice look at a layup, and he gets it to fall.
He really finds that opening, and he takes advantage of it. 2 back-to-back plays.
Zarian Penn. Now it's Jones for 3, top of the key. Elby with the rebound. Elby, just a sophomore. Played a lot of AAU basketball. His dad, there's trying 3 was Penn. He's like, I'm feeling it from the inside. Let's try it from the outside. No such luck. 5:48 to go, but as I was saying, Nick Elby plays a lot of AAU basketball. His dad, Justin Elby, is the owner of Ron Elby Auto Sales. And a moving pick. That's the second one tonight.
Yep,
and you just
I
jinxed
it. Yep.
And it's on Ethan McKim. That'll be his 3rd foul. First of the fourth quarter. Colin Adams is going to replace Cooper Hobson now for the Bombers. 26-point lead for the Bombers. 5:33 to go. Ryan Penn, man, he is getting big-time harassed over there. There's Petty with a jumper off, no good. A rebound to Guppy, tipped away by Elby. Penn picks it up. He pushes it back the other way. Dribbles it off his foot, gathers it up. Up top, Jones steals it away, and a pass intended for Petty. Isaac House harassing Jones, and Petty is going to pick up the foul on Jones. That'll be Petty's first. Well, I think it's going to be on Petty. It is on Petty. Xander Jones is going to be shooting a couple free throws for the Spartans. Macon Allison getting ready to check back in for the Bombers with 5:08 to go here in quarter number 4. First one's off, no good for Xander Jones. Nick Elby is going to leave. Macon Allison comes in for him. Xander Jones misses a second one as well. Ethan McKim runs over Xander Jones and then runs through Macon Allison. That's McKim's fourth. I'm not real sure that Ethan McKim wasn't trying to foul out right there.
I'm not sure either.
Because he walked right straight to the bench afterwards and then realized he still had another foul.
He went in like a bull. And
4:52 remaining. Petty up top to Adams. Over to Penn. Penn has his pass knocked away, gets it back. Adams for three, left side, looks off left. It was off left. Rebound to Macon Allison. He's going to be fouled by Adler. Macon Allison's going to go to the free throw line. Adler's going to pick up his first foul. 4:35 remaining. Macon Allison has not scored tonight. He's got a couple free throws coming here. First one's off, no good.
I think Coach Snyder has done a really good job scouting out Macomb this year, because lately I've been mentioning you can't give Macomb a bunch of different opportunities, and Bushnell really hasn't gave all that many extra opportunities compared to the other teams as of recent have been. I was talking to Kenny about that Saturday.
And there's Guppy with a turnaround jumper. He's got two. Three on the way, no good. Adams with the rebound and the putback. It's off, no good. McKim with the rebound. He's going to outlet it to Adler. Adler's layup off, no good. The rebound to Penn. Outlet to Petty. Under 4 minutes to go now. Oh, nice pass across to Isaac House. Puts the shot up and in for Isaac House. Isaac House gets his first bucket of the night. 3:40 remaining. The ball's lost out of bounds by Jones. Jones is like, do you see that red mark on my arm right there?
Yeah,
do you see that?
Yep.
That was not from me. I did not do that.
He really wanted that call. He's still upset. He's talking to Coach Snyder about it.
.325 left. Petty for three. Good! Sports Corner three for Jerron Petty. And we're at 30, and that means it's a running clock the rest of the way. The clock should keep running, and it will. Zarian Penn is going to pick up the foul. It's his first. Parker Guppy shooting a couple free throws, hits the first one. He's got 3 points. Second one good as well. Parker Guppy hits them both. The clock continues to run though. Once it's at 30, it doesn't stop. Oh, Guppy swipes it away from Zarian Penn, but goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers. Penn's going to try a triple. It's off, no good. Rebound to McKim. He outlets it to Guppy, who's Isaac House cuts it off. Now Jones steals his pass. A little defensive back action going on. Jones misses another layup. Isaac House with the rebound. He loses the ball. Jones with it again. He puts it up and under move. It's off, no good. And then Macon Allison can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. If you didn't catch all that, you can go back and watch the replay.
You can really see the determination in Jones. He's really wanting a basket here in this game.
Guppy for three. Good. A Sports Corner three for Parker Guppy. Guppy's got 7 points now. .118 to go. Ryan Penn, another bucket.
with Holthouse out of the game, Penn, he's really stepping up and being a workhorse here in the later stages of this game.
Ryan Penn gave him a few good minutes in the first half, and he's come to life here with the left-handed dribble. There's Parker Guppy, another triple from the top of the key. Sports Corner 3 for Parker Guppy, and he's the team's leading scorer with 10 points. 45 seconds left. Penn's going to try another one, left that one wide left, but Petty comes up with the rebound. Back to Petty, 34, tries another one, off no good. Zarian Penn with the rebound, the left-handed layup is up and in. Zarian Penn has got 8 points. 3 on the way by Guppy. Can he make 3 in a row? He does not. Macon Allison gets the rebound, and that'll probably do it. 10 seconds remaining. 55-29. Looks like it's going to be the final score as Allison dribbles the ball game out. That is it. 55-29 the final. The Bombers get the win over BPC. We'll go through some quick stats here. A game-high 17 points for Braden Holdhouse in the win. 4 points for Nolan Hogue, 2 points for Drew Watson, 1 point for Macon Allison, 2 points for Colin Adams, 6 points for Cooper Hobson, 2 points for Nick Elby, 8 points for Langdon Lambert, 3 points for Jerron Petty, 8 points for Zarian Penn, and 2 points for Isaac House. A whole lot of scoring. Isaac Linebaugh didn't score, but man, did he have some nice passes. He had several. I bet he had, 8 assists probably,
I would say so.
For BPC, 3 points for Brock Beekman, 2 points for Xander Jones. D. Ruffin had 7 points, 10 points for Parker Guppy, 2 points for Ryan Adler, 5 points for Braylon Griffiths. Ethan McKim battled hard, didn't score, but did have 4 fouls in this one. So that'll do it from the hangar. The Bombers get a 55-29 win. We'll head out to one game tomorrow night. BPC back in action as they will be at home tomorrow, I think against Knoxville, if my memory serves me correctly. Chris Frankhauser will be on the call. Adam Hulett will be on the camera tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. You've been watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. See you soon.